Welcome to Recharge with Richardson. 5 minutes of hope and inspiration every Monday and Thursday. And now, here is today's episode.
Welcome back to Recharge with Richardson. Hope you've been doing pretty well. I know things seem to be going up and down in the world around us, and I know energy levels can really reflect that, especially with the school year coming up. Many of us are students, many of us are teachers, or at least somehow involved in the school system. So this is the time of year where energy levels and stress levels can go inverse of each other. So I want to talk about a prayer that Jesus had specifically during times when things ahead seemed impossible. And it's found here in Matthew 26, verse 39. And I'm going to read it to you. Um, and then we can talk about it. So here we go. And going a little further, this is talking about Jesus, he fell on his face and prayed, saying, "My Father, if it is possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as you will." So this is in the Garden of Gethsemane, literally right before Jesus gets betrayed by one of his closest confidants, people that by someone he has been pouring into, which of course is Judas, his disciple. So in this place that Jesus is at, where he knows he's going to be betrayed, he already told the guy who's going to betray him, "Hey, you're going to betray me." Um, he's feeling very overwhelmed. And, it's really easy to look at Gethsemane and say, "Oh man, Jesus is at his weakest. He is, struggling." It's very easy for that to be the thing we get from this story. But I would argue that this is where Jesus knows he's at his strongest. Think of where he started his ministry, or his public ministry. After he was baptized, he was in the wilderness 40 days by himself, praying, connecting with the Father, and it was at his strongest when the devil tempted him out there. I would say this is that same kind of strength in the Garden of Gethsemane. Jesus knows where his strength comes from. He knows that when he is fully depending on the Father is when he is his most successful, when he is the most in line with the Father's will. And he is modeling this for us. This isn't just a pivotal moment in history. I say just a pivotal moment in history. I mean, this is Jesus about to be betrayed. Obviously, this is a pivotal moment, but he's doing more than just what we see in this text. He is modeling for us what we can do, whatever your impossible thing is in front of you. Notice what he says in that prayer. He doesn't say, "Father, take this cup from me, amen." He says, "Father, let this cup pass from me, but not as I will, but as you will." And later on in the text, just a few verses later, we find out that Jesus prayed this prayer 3 times. And I love the vulnerability that Jesus models for us to pray as well. In the same way, we can acknowledge, "Hey, I don't know if I can handle this, but if this is what you will, then God, I will do it." And that faith in the belief that God will be able to bring him through whatever he is facing is something that we can have as well. Whether it's a school year, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job search, whether it's a relationship with a boss, something at church, whatever the case may be for you, I know that if it's God's will, that he will get you through it. And I have prayed this prayer recently. I'm not going to share because this isn't the right medium for that. I don't have enough time together here. But I've been going through some personal battles too, and this has been a prayer that I've repeated to God. Take this from me, take it from me, take it from me. And the hard thing to admit is, God, if this is your will, then I submit. And that has been really cathartic for me, and I want to pass that on to you. That Jesus promises that if we come to him organically, if we bring those feelings of uncertainty and doubt, and at the end of the day, just acknowledge, "God, I want your will to be done in my life," then Jesus will do it. Because I always say, always, 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 that Jesus can dream for us better than we can dream for ourselves. He made David into a king when in reality, David just wanted to be a really good shepherd. So it is my dream for you that you let God dream for you. Be blessed, and I hope your week is filled with joy, happiness, laughter, and if that is not possible, then it is my prayer that God will show you how to carry this cup if that is His will.
Thank you for joining us for Recharge with Richardson. Don't forget to join us for our next episode, and until then, may God fill you with joy and peace and hope.